Hey, this is Ivar Bjørnson from Enslaved. You're watching The Age of Metal.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel with DH Metal and I'm here with Ivar or of Enslave. How you doing, man?
Doing good, thanks.
How has been the tour so far? Well, yesterday was the first day in Vegas. Previously, I think the last time that Enslave was here was in 2010 with Dimmu Borgir.
Yeah.
Um, what are your expectations of this tour and how was Vegas yesterday?
Yeah, beginning with yesterday, it was amazing, Las Vegas, which was also a place we visited on the demo tour. And this one was even better. I have high expectations. Aim and Amarth are selling heaps of tickets. There's a bunch of sold-out shows. So we get to meet a lot of new people to present them with our music. And I think this is, it's a perfect crowd for Enslaved. People are really there to enjoy a metal show, and they're rowdy. Yeah, it's a real metal crowd, and that's perfect for us.
All right, it's been a couple of, almost 4 years since Enslaved been here. Now with the new album with Read Here, what kind of songs into the set list can we expect tonight?
We're gonna get 2 songs out of Read Here.
Okay.
We're doing the title track, Read Here, and also Death in the Eyes of Dawn from the album. And then it's 45 minutes in the spot before Amen Amarth. So with Enslaved's long songs, it's only 6 songs, but we have something from the first split from '92. We have 2 songs from Read Here, some stuff from Rune and Isa. Yeah, and that's all we have time for this time.
Awesome. Well, I know that you toured last year Europe, and then also a little tour at the beginning of the year in parts of North America. In comparison between North America and Canada as well, with Europe, how do you see the crowds and the response of the people in those 2 different continents?
Yeah, they're kind of different, to be honest, and I think that's why European bands want to go to the US so much. One thing, of course, it's always the legend of America, where the pop and rock and metal and everything originated in a way. Like even the English big bands, when Zeppelin and Beatles, everybody wanted to go to America. So that's one thing, but the crowd itself, there's something when I'm not saying they're less critical, on the contrary, but when they like it, they give even more feedback to the bands, I think. So it can be really tough if they don't like you, then they really show it. But if they like you, they give you a very big support. Some places in Europe, like Germany, people are a little bit more distant, so you don't always know if they like the show. You think like, oh fuck, they hated it, and then you talk to them afterwards, and they have a little tear in their eye because they loved it. And then so it's easier to see. That's why we like it. It's immediate feedback.
All right, Read Here has been out since 2012 and definitely was very successful when it came out. It positioned in many end of the year lists, and it was really prized by the press and by the fans. And before that, you guys have Axioma Etica Odini, which was have a good response also as well. To continue in that successful role, are you guys working on new material right now? Working on or being kind of like working ideas or working songs for the new album?
Yeah, we actually have the first song for the next album that it's not only composed and everything, but we already worked with it in our rehearsal room and everything. So we're quite far into the process already. I think we're going to go in the studio this autumn, like August, September. So yeah, ideas are coming all the time. I have a little mobile studio with me on the bus, and I think I'm going to be making quite a lot of the album on this tour.
All right. Enslaved has been a band that from the beginning has been moving from black metal to progressive extreme metal as well. and you have forged kind of like a sound. Do you think that, in your opinion, you guys found that sound that identify Enslaved, or is still kind of like more stuff to experimenting out there?
There's always more stuff to include and experiment with. We've surprised ourselves sometimes. Sometimes we can be just positive surprised. Sometimes I think we tried stuff that wasn't so successful, so then we had to abandon those ideas. But definitely, I think from Isa Rune and onwards, I think that's when we sort of found a good mixture of the roots of the band, but also the more experimental new sound of the band.
All right, 20 years ago, when you and Gunter started the band, did you ever thought that you couldn't, having the chance to tour North America, Europe, now Australia? It was kind of like, it came a total surprise that a band that were making the music that Enslaved was doing at that time couldn't get this far.
Yeah, it was the first few years. Everything was a surprise, When we got the record deal, and then we went on the first European tour in '95, and there was just this guy who called us and said he wanted to put us on the tour, and then the same thing happened with the US. So yeah, we were pretty much shocked, like how this could happen, and I guess we're still surprised because you meet people when you're touring, you meet people every day that have a relation to your music. Like we went to Australia, we met a guy who bought the first demo tape through the mail, and when we released that, and he brought it with him, and like he's been keeping that since '92, and same age as me, and it's kind of weird to compare, how metal fans are connected in a way, from those days and now to the internet and Facebook and everything.
Gotcha. Now, last June you play a show at the Rockefeller in Oslo, and I understand that that venue is kind of like one of the biggest and most celebrated venues in Oslo. How was that show for Enslaved playing in your own country, in your own capital?
That was great. It was recorded live also, so we had a lot of nervous energy to do that show, but good turnout, good crowd, and it's always a little bit. It's almost, we play Oslo and Bergen, it's almost a little bit more nerve-wracking than being in other countries because there's so many people and you know that they will notice it if we do something, we do a mistake, or if they see that we're stressed or something like that. So yeah, but then again, it's a different vibe, but I definitely love playing at home sometimes also.
All right. Now that pretty much caught my attention. We will be since 2005. Enslaved haven't released a DVD. Will this show at the Rockefeller will be released as a DVD?
No, that was just recording the sound. But we are working on a historic DVD release to contain material from all the albums. It's going to be something a little bit out of the ordinary. It's coming soon. I think in 2014 it's going to be released.
This year or next year?
This year, yeah.
Well, what else can we expect from Enslaved on this 2014? We are just January, beginning the year. What is on the plans for you guys for the rest of the year?
There's a lot of stuff happening. Yeah, it's writing the new album, doing. I guess there's going to be a European tour, maybe one more US tour towards the end of the year. There's a bunch of festivals planned already in Europe. Then we have some weird stuff happening back home in Norway. We're doing something at a big ship festival in Bergen. We're doing an outdoor show with Enslaved on a sail ship with the big PA and playing together with the ships with their horns and stuff. So that's going to be fucking weird. Don't know how that's going to be, but it's going to be fun, yeah.
Awesome. Well, Ivar, definitely looking forward to tonight seeing the at least some part of the new material right here. Yeah. Definitely looking forward to see you again. I saw you guys at the 2012 show at the Marquee with Dimo Board. You totally blow everyone's mind. Looking forward for the same tonight. Good luck with the rest of the tour, and looking forward for that DVD at the probably fall end of the year.
Yeah, I think we should say end of year. We're hoping for fall, and there's always a fuck up, so it's going to be winter. Yeah.
Well, Ivar, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us here at the Age of Metal, and looking forward for the show. Definitely, good luck with the rest of the tour and everything this year.
Thank you, man. Good luck.
Finding the truth doesn't mean there's an answer. Would I fall? It seems worthless. There's no end to the tragedy in the sea. It was a